Hi, guys, welcome to the Wisdom Room. My name is Maya, and I'm so excited for you guys to be here. So, before we get started, I really want to tell a story. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Renee, and Renee loved the holiday season. She loved getting gifts for Christmas, and she would run down the stairs and run straight past her parents and run straight to and start ripping up gifts. It was the most thrilling part of her, of course, day. This year, it wasn't any different. Renee woke up at 7 a.m. at the sound of her parents' voice and took off down the steps. And again, she flew past her parents and kept going towards the tree. The only difference was that this year, she only had 5 gifts under the tree. They ranged from a large, beautifully wrapped gift to a very poorly wrapped, tiny box. It was wrapped in newspaper and tape all over it. Of course, it was from Uncle George. Uncle George was an okay gift giver, so of course, Renee went for the big box. She opened all her gifts except for the one from Uncle George. When she picked up his, her mother called and said, "Breakfast is ready." So she tossed the gift, the tiny little box, onto the couch and forgot about it for the rest of the day. One day, after New Year's, Uncle George called to see if Renee liked her gift.
Hello?
He had called 5 times since Christmas, and Renee avoided it every single time, whether she was like, "Mom, I'm in the shower," or "I got to do homework." She avoided Uncle George on the phone. She couldn't remember where she tossed the gift. All she knew is that it was wrapped in an ugly newspaper with tape all over it. It couldn't be a great gift, Renee said to herself. Finally, one day in February, Renee was cleaning and she found the box under the couch. She sat down on the couch and she proceeded to open it up. It was one of the greatest gifts and one that she was really dying for at Christmas. She loved it and it brought her so much joy. So it brought her so much joy. This ugly box that was wrapped in newspaper and had tape all over it, it was poorly wrapped. When she opened it up, it was the best gift of every single gift she received, even better than the one that was in the big, beautiful box. This is similar to kind of what we do with our faith. We never really open it up. We sometimes look at it, and faith is not always pretty. Faith sometimes can come in wrapped in a box of, being lonely and people looking at you like you're crazy. But today I want you to open up the gift of faith. And the gift of faith is nothing more than just trusting who God is, trusting who He is in your life, and just allowing Him to kind of seep into your life and really make a foundation. In the book of Ephesians, Paul is talking to the city of Ephesus. And he's in jail and he's writing a letter to them, and he's basically he's talking through different sermons and speaking to them about the relationship between God and Jesus and why we should believe in Jesus and who He is. It also talks a lot about God's character and how much He loves us. So I want you to read along. I'll put it at the bottom of the screen. In Ephesians 3. Ephesians 3, 16 through 18. It says, "I pray that from His glorious, unlimited resources, He will empower you with inner strength through His Spirit. Then Christ will make His home in your heart as you trust in Him. Your roots will grow down into God's love and keep you strong. And you may have the power to understand, as all God's people should, how wide, how long, how high, and how deep His love is." Now, this is in the New Living Translations, NLT Bible. So you can look at it in different versions. Look at the Easy Reader version, or look at NIV. A lot of people don't want to look at the King James because I myself don't really know. So I always go to like the Message, NLT. I don't really know. Yeah, keep it at this one. This one's easier to read. But no, really. What I really want you to get from this, it says, I pray that from his glory, unlimited resources. In 16, it says unlimited resources. This means that when you trust in God, you get access to this amount of unlimited resources. Unlimited. That means anything that you need, he has, because it's unlimited resources. And then it says in 17, then Christ will make his home in your heart as you trust in him. That means that he will give you the foundation. He will be your foundation. And then it says your roots will grow down into God's love, and it will keep you strong. So when this faith journey, it's a journey. It's definitely a journey. It's a thing that you continuously add to your life. So it's like something that, okay, you read the Bible and you get into it, and then you slowly but surely in 18, you understand how wide, how big, you understand God's love, and you understand why he wants you to trust in him. I have an action item for you. I challenge you to read the book of Ephesians. It's not a long book. I think it has like 6 chapters in there, and I want you to read it. One thing I want you to think about is, what is keeping you from opening the gift of faith? And I want you to get a journal, and I want you to write it down. I want you to write down what's keeping you from opening and trusting God. What's keeping you from really allowing him to have everything in your life. All right? So when you read the book of Ephesians, I want you to go through and identify everything that points out God's character. Whether it's his grace or his mercy, or him providing, Jesus, coming down and dying for us, things like that. I want you to identify any of those things. And it doesn't really matter how long it takes you. Again, read a verse a day or read a chapter a day, whatever comes to. Start small. Just begin a habit of reading the Bible. And then get a version that you can understand. NLT, NIV, something that, or Easy Reader version, ERV, that's what it stands for. But yes, read that so you can understand, or even the Message Bible. These are versions that help you really understand what's going on in the Bible. So the last thing that I'm asking of you is that go into the comments, and I would love you to kind of start a discussion. I'll be talking, other folks can talk, and we can just talk back and forth about who God is to us and how we can start trusting in his word and trusting in him. All right, guys, I love you so much. I thank you for coming to the Wisdom Room, and thank you for listening. Remember, if this touched you, I would love for you guys to share it with other people. Also, if you would like to hear more, subscribe to my channel, The Wisdom Room. You guys have an awesome day. See you later.